This is Dr. Vaishali, and I'm reading from the book Structure Experience with the Mineral Kingdom, a book written by Dr. Rajan Shankaran. Today's chapter is column 18, Noble Gases. Property of noble gases. The word gas was apparently proposed by the 17th century Flemish chemist Jean Baptiste von Helmont as a phonetic spelling of his Dutch pronunciation of the Greek word chaos, which was used since 1538 after Paracelsus for air. Gas is one of the four major states of the matter, consisting of freely moving atom of the molecule without definite shape. Compared to the solid and liquid state of matter, a gas has low density and lower viscosity. The volume of the gas will change with the change in the temperature and pressure as described by the ideal gas law. Gases have three characteristic properties. 1. They are easy to compress. They expand or diffuse rapidly and spread apart to uniformly fill the space of any container. They occupy far more space than the liquid or solid from which they form. Some type of gases. 1. Ideal gases. Number 2. Various hydrocarbon gases used for heating, lighting and energy transmission. 3. In various hydrocarbon gases, under label this natural gases, liquefied petroleum gas means LPG, syngas, various synthetic fuel gas like coal gas, water gas, etc. Then gas, various poison gas used in the warfare. Next is inhalation anesthetic, including nitrous oxide and laughing gas. Then next is stress gas, then toxic gas and noble gas. Important homeopathic theme of gases are expanding, bursting, floating. Light and opposite is heavy. Bird, like free filling. Now, property of noble gases, rare gases. Noble gases is the translation of the German Erdgas, which was in use as early as 1898. The term Edelgas is literally translated as immaculate gas. This refers to the extremely low level of reactivity under normal condition. Immaculate means low reactivity of the gas. All the elements of the column 18, the rare and noble gases, have full valence shell. This means they do not need to react with other element to attain a full shell, and we therefore much less reactive than other gases or group. Helium is the most inert element among the noble gases, since reactivity in this column increase with the row. One of the most commonly encountered use of the noble gases in everyday life is in lighting. Understanding of the noble rare gases, there is absolute no structure left anymore. So one must be completely self-reliant. Then totally isolated, detached and secluded and aloof. There is a contentment because it is not as issue anymore. Self-sufficient and complete within oneself. I am the whole. I am in my own world, detached and separated. Then exact opposite Paul says totally incompleteness, hopelessness, totally chaos and emptiness. As you go downward the right hand side of the row, the structure loses its capacity and becomes less and less dependable. In the first column, we see extreme dependency, which lessens towards the middle of the row and is eventually replaced by the feeling that there is nobody to depend on. In column 18, the elements have two sides. On one side, the feeling is the totally absence of structure and no one to rely or depend on. Yet, on the other side, they develop an isolated, self-reliant world, their own world. The state is not particularly healthy because it is the exactly at odds to the complete absence of structure, and they become completely cut off and isolated. There is a feeling that nobody outside is going to provide the structure for them. So, since they have developed the ability to be complete within themselves, the specific issue of that particular row has been resolved, and they feel completely self sufficient in that aspect of the development. The issue doesn't bother anymore. I have it and I'm through it. There is no effort, no desire to do anything about it because there is no longer any desire to achieve anything. They are through, but the issue is that this feeling itself is a delusion, and they react by isolating themselves from the normal social contact, and they remain aloof and isolated in the society because they don't feel need to form a relationships. They are not able to function like a normal human being. A normal human is a social animal, right? In a way, the rare gases are connecting link between two rows. They feel like as if they are in between two rows, their own and the next. The feeling is I am through with it. I am through with success and failure. Through with that whole stage. I am happy with what I have done. It is not that I am successful and people appreciate me or appreciate it, but I am done through it and finish it. In the position I don't need anyone. You don't see a performer or active person like a palladium or platina or argentum. There is no questions of success, failure, doubt, hesitation, or capability. But the question is, am I contented or not? Am I completely empty or not? Or am I completely full or not? Here there is no alternation or doubt. It is either this or that. The opposite pole says total incompleteness, hopelessness, total chaos, and emptiness. In my understanding, states expressing their other polarity will exhibit a past history of the complete absence of the necessary structure. For example, security, protection, care, identity, etc., which corresponding to the particular row. The Roger Morrison's Lurie Deck and Jack Eckhart and other colleagues have observed with the clinical cases of column 18 remedies, pointing out that this other side of the total hopelessness, chaos, and complete absence of the structure sometimes leads to severe mental and emotional problem, which can be equally or even more prominent in cases as of the row 2 issues. Summarize the two opposite pole. Total completeness. Second, total sense of incompleteness and total absence of the structure, from which comes the necessity to be complete yet with nothing and no one to rely on. I have also observed that this remedy have a very difficult childhood or a very intense past history with a complete absence of structure like security, care, nourishment, etc. Because of this deprivation, they go completely into their own world and completely cut off from the outside world. Now, comparison with the halogen and noble gases. In halogen, when I needed you, you were not there. But now I don't need you, just get out. They rely on somebody who is unreliable. While in noble gases, here they don't say get out. It is simply that they are cut off. This is nobody. Therefore, I have to create completeness within myself. Now, comparison with the halogen, hydrogen is very dependent. And a comparison with the hydrogen is very dependent. They always need to bond with another element or even another hydrogen atom to get the stability. They cannot exist by themselves alone. So, comparison with the column 1 and column 18. Here column 1 here they look to outside to provide their structure as they feel a lack within themselves and they cannot exist by themselves. So they need to form a salt to be complete. They depend on someone. While in column 18, here there is a no one there, no one they can turn to provide what they lack. So they have to develop it completely within themselves and not by forming a bond with any other elements. They are self-sufficient and self-reliant. And now the comparison with the column 10 with 18. The column 10 here feeling is that of they are very successful, while in column 18 here they are contented. Whether they have it or not, that is not matter. Crux is contented. No need for the structure. And keyword of the column 18 are detachment, isolation, distant feeling, seclusion, loneliness, remoteness, aloof, cut off, discontented in my own world, no interaction, detached, separated, equation, symmetry, balance, imbalance, complete, incomplete, consistent, inconsistent, stable, unstable, predictable, unpredictable, order, chaos, natural, neutral, and peaceful, content, unaffected, self-sufficient, insular, whole, safe, hopelessness, emptiness, which is mentioned in the table I show you.